You will not believe how many views I got on my small channel in less than 24 hours. So I have a small channel. You'll probably know that. I have less than 40 subscribers. But I'm gonna tell you how I got out of my 20-30 view jail. I'm gonna tell you how I did it. So step one, post. You are not going to know how you can get your views, what is your perfect niche, when to post if you don't post. Don't worry, just post. I remember my first video was just a random video of me driving in the rain. Nobody cares, but I still posted. I tried another niche, posting quizzes, posting random weird facts, because I just couldn't stand in front of a camera like this. I'm still working on it. But yeah, just post your video. That's the first step. So step number 2, you are going to scroll on YouTube like you're fucking crazy. So what do I mean by that? If you want to make funny shorts, if you want to make educative shorts, you want to make business talks shorts, I don't know what that is called, but yeah, if you want to make those kind of shorts, you're going to scroll onto similar channels that produce similar videos. I'll give you an example. I wanted to make a funny short, something simple, something that didn't have me editing my video for 4 hours, 5 hours, something that will not necessarily need me to show my face on the camera. So I went on and scrolled. I just searched funny shorts and I kept scrolling, and I found one video with a sound that I was familiar with, and it was just something I felt like I could do. So I used the sound and I made the video. And guess what? It was successful. Now step number 3. You remember how I told you to just post? It doesn't matter what video you're posting, just post. Yeah. That is what leads to this step. When you post, you actually grab a thing or two. The first video, you realize the title was wrong. The second video, you realize you didn't put enough tags. The fourth video, you realize maybe you did not push your video out to the audience it needed. Yeah. So while those things are important, it's also important to know your audience's active watch time. I know how this sounds, but if your audiences are more active, maybe around 3 p.m. to midnight, that's actually the time you would want to post, depending on your time zone. So do not post a video for the sake of posting. If you're in Africa and you want to target the audiences in the USA, you would probably be favorable in posting at the time when the audiences in the USA are actually active. You don't want to post your video when they're actually sleeping. The first few engagements matter to YouTube, because if people, maybe the first 6 hours you've posted your video and people do not actively engage in your video, YouTube's gonna push your video away. But if you post your video and in the first 5 to 6 hours viewers engage in your video, YouTube is going to push that video out more. So what you're going to want to do is actually find out who you want to target and when those audiences are active, and that's when you're going to post. Now here's a bonus. I promised you guys there will be a bonus if you watched this video until the very end. So here's a bonus. You do not have to show your face to show your face. many of us are scared. What if some people I know just scroll past YouTube and see my short and it has like 2 or 3 views and it will be so embarrassing? Don't worry, I got you. I was at the same position because I have so many friends scrolling everywhere. My friends are actually social media addicts. So for me to run into them, it will just be a split second. So what I did is I used effects. You know, when I use an effect on my face, this is probably not me anymore. But yeah, it works, especially for the funny videos. You know, putting on a funny effect on your face makes the video more funny and serves you that your face is not actually just thrown out there. If you enjoyed this video and you grabbed a thing or two, please hit that subscription button. You know where I am right now. Barely or less than 40 subscribers. So you hitting that button will be a life changer for me. It would melt my heart. And yeah, thanks for watching.